That boy Tory Lanez is back, man. Now, the last time I seen Tory Lanez was in court when he was being carried away after the guilty verdict. Now, Tory Lanez have managed to kind of push back his sentences due to petitioning the court for a new trial. It was supposed to be in February, then it got extended to April. Now, the April date came and it got extended to May. So he's been successful in pushing back the sentencing date. But apparently Tory Lanez is getting impatient with the court process and he wants to be a free man as soon as possible. So he's back, people, pleading his innocence and petitioning the DA.
Dear George Gascon, I write this message with the utmost humility, love, and respect for the remarkable steps that you've taken in regards to fighting for the justice of black and brown minorities. Today I take a stance as an innocent black man, wrongfully convicted of a crime I did not commit. I've watched two district attorneys from your office by the names of Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott unlawfully misuse their authority to hide and suppress any and all exculpatory evidence that exonerates me and furthers my innocence. I was completely robbed and deprived of a fair trial. So on May 8th, my lawyers will be arguing a motion for a new trial. Not only do I owe it to myself to fight for my freedom, but I owe it to my 6-year-old child, my family, my fans, and most importantly, the hundreds and thousands of black and Hispanic minorities that cannot adequately fight for themselves. For 3 years, the prosecution has manipulated a false narrative that has left me with no choice but to expose the practices, the behind-door deals, and the unjust system that was used to illegally convict me and countless other minorities. We elected you because of your outstanding eminence in making fair and correct judgments in the justice for people of color. So, Mr. Gascon, I come to you today as a wrongfully convicted black man, not asking for sympathy nor compassion, but for you to simply do what is fair and right in the laws of California, and most importantly, in the eyes of God.
LA County done turned that boy Muslim. That boy. He also hit the captions, man, and tagged the DA and says, please let Gascon for LA know that I deserve my freedom and a fair trial. If this injustice can happen to me, it's happening to so many minorities that don't have the finances or voice to speak up. Listen, man, and he continued and said, until my court date, I'll be posting the outrageous and disgusting injustices used against me by the prosecution to get the conviction they so desperately wanted, despite the evidence they knew existed. Tory, give it up, man. Give it up, bro. Yo, why is it so hard for ninjas to take L's? Tory, you're guilty. Take your L and move on. Listen, you should be worried about, right, the judge giving you 5 years instead of 25. Be worried about that, bro, because you're not going to win this, whatever you're trying to do here, bro. Dog, I was somebody who was on the other side of the spectrum who believed that Tory Lanez was 100% innocent when I walked into that courtroom. I was at this Tory and Megan trial. I walked into that courtroom, and by day one on a recess, I turned to Lawyers for Workers Mo and said, yo, Tory Lanez is cooked. This man is guilty. So if I was able to get swayed from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum within a day, so imagine what the jurors might have been thinking. If I got swayed from one end of the spectrum, what do you think neutral jurors who came into the trial much more neutral than I am, how do you think they got swayed? Negro, it's your own fault. You were stupid enough to confess over the jailhouse phone. You confessed to Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard. You confessed to Megan herself over text messages. Bro, you confessed, stupid nigga. Don't y'all hate when stupid ninjas try to insult your intelligence, bro? Like, fam, like, you are on the lower end of the totem pole when it comes to intelligence or education, bro. You can trick or connive your way into convincing us, homie. I was there, homie. Like, I was at trial, and the case is really simple. Right, because you probably heard a lot of information. So you want to reduce the case to something very simple. There are facts of the case, stipulations. And the stipulation is Megan Thee Stallion was shot. She was shot. We know that she was shot. That's not being disputed by any side. So if we know Megan Thee Stallion was shot, the x-ray shows huge chunks of bullet fragments in her feet. So if we know that she was shot, now the question is who shot her? She didn't shoot herself. Now it's either you, Tory, or Kelsey. Unfortunately for you, your lawyers were dumb enough not to vet their star witness. Because their star witness, the dude who owned the house that you guys were parked outside of, he came to court as your star witness and testified he's seen you with the gun in hand shooting multiple times. Come on, Tory. He's making himself look worse because the battle of public perception have been lost. Because even the most diehard Tory Lanez supporters like myself, even we got swayed once. Because I heard the audio of him and over the jailhouse phone confessing to Kelsey. I heard that audio at trial. But once that audio was leaked to the public, Right, the battle of public perception is over with right now, right? And because the battle of public perception is over with, when people now see him doing this much and doing too much and being flamboyant and open with his quote-unquote "I'm innocent" campaign, it comes off as guilty and it comes off as a bad look, and nobody is looking at Tory Lanez and thinking Tory Lanez is innocent. My worst fear for Tory Lanez, though, because we know liars, right? And liars will convince themselves their lie is true. My worst fear for Tory Lanez is that he goes to sentencing after all of his motions get denied and rejected. He goes to get sentenced, and he's keeping up the same act, and he's not trying to express remorse. And the judge looks at him and say, you know what, bro, like, he's not really sorry for what he's did. He's not really exercising any type of remorse. All right, bro, 25. Because he could get 5 and get out. Or he could do the 25. But regardless, though, he's getting deported. like he's out of here. So why not just take your L on the chin, do your 5, and go away to your millions, bro? But it's your boy, Poetic Flacco, man. Like the video, sub to the channel, comment for the algorithm, and let me know, man. Do y'all think that Tory Lanez is innocent or guilty, right? It's your boy, Poetic Flacco. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.